Does the color of the sky mean anything special to you? It does to me. A hell of a lot. When I close my eyes, the sky in my dreams is a deep, dark blue. Pilots have been in my family for 4 generations. Flying's in my DNA. Even so, my grandpa didn't want me joining the Air Force. He lost faith in the ocean air defense the day my dad died in battle.
You know, Abby, I wish you could see what it's like up there. Cruising above the clouds, the dark blue of the stratosphere. Nothing beats being at the controls and seeing it from the cockpit. Look here.
Gramps tossed a magazine over to me with an article. Unmanned fighters are no longer a dream, it read. Pilots taking to the skies will soon be a distant memory.
I don't see anything good coming from that.
Know what? Lying smack dab in the middle of the desert west of here, there's a bunch of planes from the last war. Some of them have been mothballed, but most of them are just rusted piles of junk waiting to be scrapped. Gramps was really good friends with the super there, so he got to take whatever he wanted, no questions asked. That's how we got the parts to build our own plane. Now, when I say we, I mean me, my grandpa, and his old war buddies. I cut my teeth working with those geezers. They taught me their skills, and some dirty jokes. But with their aging eyeballs and whatnot, I ended up having to do most of the work myself. I was at the airstrip doing some flight training when I saw it. A prototype drone. It wasn't much of a plane, more of a trash can with wings.
Laugh at it all you want, kid. But technology's always changing. If you don't keep up with it, it'll leave your ass behind.
It took 6 years and 8 months to get that engine running. And it took us another 1.5 years after that to finally get the balance of the airframe just right. I'd gone from being a little girl to, well, still a girl, just older. But now, I was all alone. Wherever the souls of my Gramps and his pals are flying, I hope it's peaceful. Then, finally, I was ready to break the sound barrier. All this plane could do was take off, accelerate, and fly up. flew up. Straight up. Through the clouds. Higher into the sky. Dark blue. I could almost touch it. Then I saw Osius fighters. They were tailing something. A drone. They were going full out chasing that thing. Doing 30 Gs at least. Damn, I've never seen anything move that fast. It had a rose painted on it. The Erusian emblem. But that country's a whole continent away from here.
Crap. You should have put in my investment in this piece of junk. Should have built a return too.
Is everyone here? Settle down. I said settle down. You have all been instrumental in helping to maintain peace in Usea as members of the International Union Peacekeeping Force. Until today. Earlier, our radar site informed us that a group of unidentified aircraft was approaching. Communication systems went down immediately afterwards. We are led to conclude that they have attacked the site. Here's your mission. It's possible that the Usian ceasefire agreement has been broken for the first time in over a decade. As of today, the Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron of the IUPF has been put on high alert. All members who have been ordered to sortie, fly there immediately. Find the unidentified craft, then use your weapons to round them up and force them to land. If the hostiles counterattack, then you will...
What the hell was that? There's smoke! We're under attack. Numerous unidentified aircraft confirmed overhead. What? How is that possible?
The tank farm to the north has been bombed!
Many injured.
Scramble! All units, take off and eliminate the unidentified craft attacking the base! This is not a drill!
Squadron, aircraft preparations complete. Stand by at the front.
Radar site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Trigger, your call sign is Mage 2. Verify and feedback. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a heavily welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Hear that? Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2, altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier. Whoa. Looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Column Squadron, it's go time.
Roger that.
Column 4, understood.
This is the AWAC Skykeeper. Take down all unidentified bombers. They don't have many escorts. They hit our radars hard in the last attack. Expect the worst and stay sharp.
Welcome. Trigger, I'm your wingman. Fly with me now. That's what it means to be in an element. You gotta keep an eye out for enemy bombers. Okay, here we go. Looks like bombers have been located. It's showtime, Trigger. Let's see if you can handle the spotlight. You're a good pilot, or so I told them. I had to fill an empty spot, so play it way. It's still a leash, though. Stay in line and follow my orders, Trigger.
H2's in the clouds.
They're way overhead. Let's go introduce ourselves.
River fuel storage is intact. It's asking for another round. All escorts roll up for another attack. Point is 835.
out for the support aircraft. It didn't connect. Easier. Destroy the target. Fox 2. Target's in range. Pair of bombers. Trigger, stay calm. We've got this. I know the kid's shown some promise, but let's remember, he's still barely gotten his feet wet. Trigger, don't forget your special weapon.
H2 locked.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. You knock him out with your special weapon. Use it when you need to.
We've done enough damage to the harbor, the carrier, and enemy fleet. Drop payload on installations and return to base.
H2, target down. Enemy bomber down. Nice going, H2.
Not too shabby, Mage 2. You still got a long way to go, kid. I'll give you some pointers back at base if we can make it in one piece. Skykeeper, this is Mage 1 over. Tally 2 bandits.
Copy that. It's a bomber and an escort.
Oh, there, Trigger, settle down. Mage 2, maintain your element with Mage 1. Do not break off. Mage 1, make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. We'll come. Golem 2, let's maintain element.
Copy that, Commander. I've got your 6 covered, sir.
Radio.
Roger that.
Target down. Can you still fly? One remaining.
H2, keep your focus. You got this.
To Golem and Mage, job well done. All bombers are down. Our radar shows no sign of bandits. You're in the clear.
Like he's got what it takes. Let's slow down. It's just one sortie. Don't try to be a hero. I want you to make it back in one piece, you hear?
Yeah, I gotta side with the boss man on this.
Golem Squadron, this is HQ. Can you confirm any drones?
What's the deal with all the drones?
Column 1, return to base and report for debriefing.
I am Princess Rosa Gusset Delise of the Kingdom of Erusia. Citizens of Erusia.
Trigger, your call sign is page 2. Verify and read back. Page 2, clear for takeoff. Your situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have to go. Good luck.
We are currently assessing the damage to the base. We have confirmed that the aircraft carrier Albatross was sunk. We know the attacking bogies were from Erusia. International Union peacekeeping force bases all over the Yusian continent were attacked in the same way. Many wars are lost by failing to recover from the opening blows. That means you have...
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Erusia has declared war on the Osean Federation. As soon as the news broke out, enemy aircraft began bombing Osean territory, causing widespread destruction. The Air Defense Force has released a statement saying this violent attack was carried out by drones. They speculate the drones were secretly transported to Osea in shipping containers and launched remotely. The Secretary of the Navy has stated that the enemy was targeting naval ports across the country. According to the Secretary, all of the nation's aircraft carriers, including one still under construction, sustained severe damage in the attacks. We have yet to hear back from the department as to the fate of Osean carriers currently at sea. Hold on, I've just received breaking news. The International Space Elevator, which is being built in southern Yusia, has been seized by the Erusian army. Reports say former President Harling was touring the site at the time, but his current whereabouts are unknown. Our sources in government tell us it was Harling's policies regarding the space elevator that caused economic frictions in the area, and which ultimately led to this war. Located near Erusia, on the continent of Yusia, the space elevator has been under construction for some time now. The Executive Office of the Osean Federation has declared a national state of emergency. They have ordered all its armed forces, including Yusian peacekeepers, to mobilize and make the necessary preparations to launch an immediate counterattack. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is officially at war. Stay tuned for further updates.
Breaking news from ENN. Osea launched an attack on the capital today, striking Farbanti from their aircraft carrier, the Kestrel II. After a brutal battle, the Erusian Air Force successfully repelled them. During the air raid, the Osean Air Force fired missiles at the city and managed to shoot down a number of Erusian fighters. Some of the disabled planes then crashed into residential areas.
The world was screwed. 20 years ago, the Earth got slammed by an asteroid. Yusia was on the wrong side of the planet and got hit. Hard. Refugees swarmed the Erusian Republic, the biggest country on the continent, plunging it into chaos. They were desperate and started a war, one they had no hope of winning. That's the war my dad fought and died in. The biggest nations from 2 continents went head-to-head, and the so-called righteous Oseans struck the deal that ended it. They fancied themselves the only nation that could bring peace and stability to the world. They even tried saving the Yusians, still suffering from the disaster. That's how a space elevator, stretching way up into the sky, ended up being built in Yusia, paid for by the Oseans. President Harling said he did it out of compassion for his fellow humans. But to the folks in Erusia, it looked like Osea was moving in to take over. Erusia went from being a republic back to being a kingdom. When they started this new war, they managed to get the drop on everyone.
As of 1 p.m. today,
The second the declaration hit the news, Erusian forces took control of the space elevator without spilling a single drop of blood. President Harling was touring the elevator when it happened and disappeared. Then, while that was going on, the Erusian ships that were docked all around Osea released a swarm of drone fighters they had hidden on board in containers. No one thought they were capable of doing what they did that day. With pinpoint accuracy, they managed to take out everything that was military, and not a single civilian was hurt in the process. Osea pissed lots of people off with their huge military presence around the world. Erusia didn't have the same reach, but they could hit their targets faster and cleaner. And when all this was going down, I just so happened to be in my flying drag racer. In case you were wondering, yeah, I survived. I crashed in a bombed-out Osean Air Force base, then got arrested for breaking wartime aviation laws or some crap. The world went from being at peace to being at war, all in the blink of an eye.
Princess Rosa Cassette Delete of the Kingdom of Erusia. Today, Osean airstrikes have shattered the lives of countless Erusians. Their attacks practically leveled the school I went to. It is heartbreaking.
I was tried, found guilty, and stuffed into a cargo ship. For company, I had some court-martialed soldiers. And remember those mothballed planes I told you about before? They were loaded on the ship, too. We headed off down south for several days, and then swung east. That's how I got here. I was thousands of kilometers from Erusia, on the opposite side of the Usian continent. For a port, it was dull as hell. It had 3 rusty patrol boats. And the base? The fences were topped with razor wire, the tower had a searchlight and machine guns, and a truck with a gun turret was parked in front of the gate. Its gun was aimed at the yard. This was a prison. This place looked like a full-on base, but half the tanker trucks were just big balloons, and the runways weren't even paved, just painted on the dirt. The whole place was just one big fat lie. The only reason I was here is because they knew I'd restored a supersonic plane. They wanted me to make something out of the mothballed planes they brought, that they could park on the fake runway. Can you believe that shit? So, I tried to escape. They found out, and set the dogs on me.
Erusia has made a declaration to the Osean Federation and all countries on the Usian continent stationing the IUN peacekeeping force that we are now at war. Right after the declaration was made, surprise attacks began around the continent that have inflicted major damage to our armed forces. Forces aligned with Erusia are currently appearing throughout Usia. The combination of these forces has overwhelmed the majority of the continent, and they are now encroaching on us in the east. Additionally, the multinational space elevator has been seized by the Erusian military. After the previous war, the space elevator became both a symbol of peace and a valuable asset in the fight against growing energy concerns. Whoever has control of it will have enormous influence over the entire continent. We cannot turn a blind eye to this critical situation. The Fort Gray's Air Base Squadron has been entered into the order of battle to reclaim the elevator as an advance element. First, you will attack all hostiles coming in the east of Schofield Plateau to stop any interference with the Allied ground troops. The enemy has deployed several vehicles equipped with anti-air radar along the roads. You are to destroy them. They should not pose much of a threat. However, there is a high likelihood that the attack will draw more enemy air support. If that happens, fight them off swiftly and establish air superiority.
Squadron, sortie, ASAP. Current target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Caution. Caution.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close.
Yep.
Caution. Pull up.
In gun range.
Caution.
Target has been destroyed.
RCA! Flee our vehicle out of there!
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun.
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Protect the radar vehicle!
They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility.
Page 2, locked. Target is on rails. There's still military vehicles and anti-air weaponry. Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? You should be close.
Yep.
Intercept! Fire the AA! Radar vehicle out of there!
Caution. Pull up.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can.
H2, target destroyed.
Anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed! Go for the radar car!
Target destroyed. 5 to go.
Get the fighters out there! Attack the radar vehicle!
They got their anti-air guns aimed right at us.
Stanley, being attacked by enemy aircraft! Requesting permission for the vehicle! We can't wait any longer! We need to intercept us now! We're using the containers now! We don't have any looks like it's a red protector flexibility.
Radar lock acquired.
Pull up. Caution. Missile. 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 Missile.
Shit, where are the damn interceptors?
Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Let's go. Here they come. Take them down.
Okay, recruits. Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest IFF is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars.
Protect the radar vehicles! Return fire!
Caution.
Ground target destroyed. Two targets remaining.
That radar was just about to go online! Special target, we're too fast! These are too far from Allied territory!
Caution. Pull up.
What's your six? Bandit!
Pull up.
Enemy missile inbound. Evading. Breaking off. Move the enemy aircraft away from the base. Evading. Breaking through escape lock. Caution, press on the radar lock.
Bandit is in my sights. lock onto their targets, too.
Missile.
H2, missile, evade!
Missile.
H2, break that lock!
There's an enemy on your tail. Enemy missile, break!
Box 2. H2, missile launch.
I don't think withdraw. What? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead?
Target destroyed. Lockdown bandit.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
H2's crashed.
Some individuals are exempt from rules that should apply to everyone. A hero is suddenly a risk factor the moment the war is over. So you murder him. Crude, but effective. In reality, they've no need for living heroes, just dead ones. Here's a question, Alex. Can we stop Captain Mateus Torres?
Depends on if you treat the captain or 3 strikes as a singularity.
Both are. What happens when 2 singularities exist on the same field?
That requires 7 months calculation with current resources.
We'll just have to trust the guys in the field.
David, evacuate.
No, I still have to finish up here. The Erusian military finally sent part of the Alicorn specs. Its basic capabilities listed here were as we predicted. What's interesting is this over here. In addition to main guns, they have a 600mm 128 caliber rail cannon. The barrel exceeds 70 meters. Its range is over 3,000 kilometers. That matches what we calculated from the bombardment on Anchorhead Bay. The mini nuke they seem to have obtained has a yield of 1 kiloton. It'll destroy anything within a 400-meter radius of ground zero. Casualties are to be in the tens of thousands.
I know some things are better left unsaid, but let me say it. That's less damage than I expected.
Nice catch. Do you remember this speech?
This vote has the means to end this hideous war in a definitive and elegant manner. The world shall be horrified by the number of lives we will take. Only then will they let go of their weapons. Weapons that would have taken the lives of 10 million.
The imagery invoked by those words and the actual predicted damage just don't match.
So, here's a question.
Sorry, got no quizzes for you today. They will launch the nuke on September 19th.
Why are you so sure?
Because that's the anniversary of the end of the Continental War. Anti-war demonstrations and victory parades are in full swing in ORED. There's about 1 million participants in total. That number will rise on the anniversary. However, this nuke isn't that powerful. They'd have to thread through the eye of a needle to achieve their desired result.
Terminal guidance would be needed.
Right. How do they intend to achieve it when even GPS won't work?
You're all thinking too much. If we sink the submarine, it's problem solved.
Crude, but effective.
Crude?
All right, look at this. The Alicorn's expected course. We know it was off Anchorhead Bay, and it has to get to ORED within range before September 19th. They must avoid being detected by OSIA, its allies' sound surveillance system, and ships. Taking into account its maximum operating depth, this is the only possible route. The Alicorn will move along the Azalea seamount chain and reach a rather blandly named body of water called PX-8443. The waters here are shallow due to an undersea mountain range and nearby islands. This is where it'll be. We also know roughly when they'll arrive in the area.
Quite the prediction you have.
Indeed, but if it makes it through, then you're looking at Peony Trench. The Subsnac's operating depth is 600 meters. Tracking it would be impossible.
Right. Now I'm gonna give you the mission details, so listen up. Our mission is to cooperate with the patrol aircraft to find the Alicorn. In the first phase of the mission, multiple patrol aircraft will drop sono buoys to build a sono buoy barrier. Then, in the second phase, we narrow down the possible location of the Alicorn by analyzing the data obtained from the sono buoys. The results of our analysis will be data linked and shown on an overlay on your radars. And for the final phase, Trigger, you're gonna look for the submarine. We acquired one special MAD, a magnetic anomaly detector, for this. It'll be on Trigger's plane. Fly over where we expect the Alicorn might be. If the submarine is right beneath you, your MAD will detect it. You'll also have nautical charts on your radars, so use them. Once it's found, our fleet will commence a unified attack with ass rocks and sink it.
And if we miss?
4 ships will be joining the operation. There won't be a second salvo.
So who's flying, Osmond?
Everyone except myself. Oh. This is in order. Now get your fat asses moving.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Well, it's time for some treasure hunting, Trigger. Oh boy, I'm excited.
Hey, stop screwing around.
Don't be such a hothead, Ocean. We all know what'll happen if we screw up.
Patrol aircraft sector 1. On the point of solar barrier. We're all prepared to buy the farm, and that's why there's so many of us. According to calculations, just one would be found located.
Those aren't the sort of calculations we like, are they, Trigger?
Damn right. Same for the rest of us, too.
They're here as predicted. Detecting hostiles. They're definitely aircraft from the Alicorn.
Trigger, you take the lead. The patrol aircraft must be protected. All aircraft, follow Trigger.
Wilco.
Understood. Understood. Roger.
Understood.
Three strikes rebels in the killing. Catch him while he's at it. Go! Put the wings on that degenerate!
Strider 2 engaging. Strider 3 engaging.
Cyclops 2 engaging.
They must have been waiting for us in the air.
Cyclops 4 engaging. Here's a question. How many aircraft can the Alicorn carry?
2 aircraft. It's unconfirmed intel. With 3 strikes, you can reduce them to a single digit. No, you can reduce them. I'm sure it's because of Trigger. Those are calculations I did like.
The answer's soon enough.
We're detecting additional UAVs. Intercept them.
So there were more hiding.
Trigger, can we get him? Thanks, Trigger.
from the submarine are well trained.
Attacking from behind my target. Not good, not good.
Strider 1, missile away. Target acquired. Missile launched.
Come on, fight it.
We're gonna make sure it doesn't come to that.
Bandit behind you! Gotcha, +2. Okay, lock acquired. Firing. Here, that way. Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Protect Spectre!
Missile away.
Submarines underwater. They're using pilots as sacrificial lambs, just like with their UAVs.
We've only got one debris from the downed aircraft. It's landing in the water.
Bandit down. Nicely done.
Enemy force on. Breaking. +2.
Special delivery.
Gotta get rid of this guy. This looks fine.
Trigger won't be able to defend them all.
Got it. We're going on the side.
Damn it. They aren't meant to fly when we haven't secured air superiority.
Sector 2. We've been attacked by hostiles.
Our patrol aircraft are in trouble.
This one's all mine. Attempting to break enemy lock. Enemy on my tail. Gotcha, +2. I know it's right. Bandit on me! Enemy locked on, breaking. We've been hit by a missile, more incoming!
Our patrol aircraft are under attack.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us.
You're coming after our patrol aircraft, all right.
We've lost the tackle!
Our coast balance in a tight spot.
The fire's locked on bandits. Firing! I'm pretty sure you're around.
Hostile eliminated. That's the way to do it.
Fox 2. I got a tail in my sight. Do you have a moment?
What's up?
Two groups of demonstrators have clashed. People are running away. There's lots of signs held up. But even down is flying in the air. They're having inside these drones.
What? You're in Elred?
Well, yeah, I live here. I haven't saw the terminal guided for this journey either.
I meant, why aren't you running?
You guys aren't running, are you?
Damn right.
Yes, those drones aren't running away.
What do you mean?
Behind that. Now it's like, check something.
Just a little more.
Got it! We're going over the side! Where the heck going? Shoot him with your body!
All aircraft be advised. Our radars picked up new hostiles. Missile away. Target's in machine gun range.
Enemy's got a lock.
Trigger, we other guys are standing their ground, but in the end, it comes down to you.
Catch 'em out.
Do us proud. I've got to get rid of this guy. Breaking. Gotcha, +2. Attacking from behind Find my target.
Fox 2. Target was not struck.
Enemy missile inbound. Prepare for impact.
Shit. Hold on tight, guys.
We're damaged. The hostiles are coming after us. Sector's in trouble. Stay covered us.
Confirming new hostiles.
Mayday, mayday, mayday!
Control down. Protect the remaining aircraft.
No more on my watch.
We've lost the tango! Rockets under control.
That's a hit.
Captain.
Chased by sea. Pursuers will be airborne.
No problem. Situation must be very frustrated right now. It's nearly impossible to find us in these open seas.
Complete 3 strikes.
This one's wide open.
Missile away.
Fire's locked on bandit. Firing. Stop the
Lost patrol aircraft. Only 2 remaining.
Stop relying on calculations. Shit. Cut the calculation bullshit, you moron.
Only 1 patrol aircraft remaining.
That's on me, Trigger. I couldn't defend them.
Roger that. Displaying the search area on your radar map. The alicorn's somewhere inside that ring. Activating the MAD. Do you see the waveform indicator above your HUD? Fly over the search area and look for a location that induces a change in the waveform.
Treasure hunting for real, huh?
All aircraft except Trigger. You're on contingent combat air patrol.
So much easier than we can say.
The MAD won't function in high speeds. Fly slower than 800 kilometers an hour.
I don't know what I'm saying. Go, Trigger. Leave these chumps to us.
Do titanium hulls even leave magnetic footprints?
With its size, it would be impossible not to. All the deperming measures in the world won't change that. Trigger, check the nautical chart on your radar as well. The submarine's not going to be in shallow waters.
Strider 1, package away. much time left in the operation. Get inside the search area and start looking.
We'll come.
Caution. Pull up.
The lower you fly, the wider the detection radius of the MAD. Be sure to fly low. Trigger, you need to slow down.
Come on, Sharky. Where are ya?
Okay, Trigger, your MAD's getting something. The waveform on your HUD should have peaked. Turn and fly in the direction where the waveform peaks.
The submarine may be huge, but it's still gonna be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
2 minutes remaining. Trigger, you need to slow down.
How did that huge thing hide from us all this time?
You're low on special weapons.
Ammunition 0.
Strider 1, bombs away. Trigger, your altitude is too high. Fly lower. 1 minute remaining. Seconds remaining. Trigger, your altitude is too high. Fly lower. Trigger, you need to slow down.
Caution. Pull up.
We've run out of time. Return to base. Mission has failed.